Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2000. Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first time AFC champion Houston Texans. And he'll get it up past the 20. To the 22-yard line. Taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you. Charles, what a turnaround they've had down in Houston. 4-12 just 2 seasons ago, 11-5 with a wild card loss last year, and now here they are in Super Bowl 54.
We know the city of Houston pretty well, right? Because it's hosted Super Bowls. What have they hosted? 3 so far in their history? The Oilers prior to. Now, of course, the Texans. Neither one of them has ever played in the big game. So that city's got to be out of its mind. I mean, think about how excited they are to have the Texans representing in the Super Bowl. They've been good recently. Now they got over the top, have a chance to take home the Lombardi Trophy.
Meanwhile, the turnaround has been a sharp one for the Chicago Bears. 19-45. That was their record from 2014 through 17. Then the division title last year. Everybody remembers the double doink in the playoffs. But now the Bears are back looking for what would be just their second Super Bowl title.
Of course, you know they won plenty of titles prior to the Super Bowl coming into existence. They won 8 NFL titles. Who'll ever forget Papa Bear, George Halas, leading that franchise. But they have made 2 appearances in the big game itself. They won Super Bowl 20, pounded the Patriots, one of the most dominant performances we've ever seen. And then they lost to Peyton.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gary and Conley on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Texans' 26-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. first carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
41's the mark. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Mike. Round 80. Check 55. Mike. Hey, 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 hey.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Mike. 55. Not today, Mark. Not today. Mike, 55.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Carter, 72 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it looks like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
40. Check 41. That's what I do. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Throwing now is Allen. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down, it's Cohen. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 35 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check. Check 52. Motion. Bump. Alert flag.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 41-yard line.
All day, just like that.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Check, crunch. Tight dog. Watch, twist.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, there's no doubt in my mind the defense has to be excited. They should be excited after what they've done recently here. But guess what? My old coaches always used to say, when you're having that kind of success, be careful. Play your keys, play your techniques. Watch out for something coming at you.
Good job defending the run. Probably going to have to defend the pass here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
58, come on. Go. 55. Mike, 58, right? 55. Pick up the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Undercrush. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Jim.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Let's get some penetration here. Watch out. Kill. Go. Check it back. Tighten up.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Texans take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 40.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. This is Freeman. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
8 yards. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Freeman, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, second and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Switch it. Switch. Wide. Get wide. Check 9. And 54.
On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 3. Check 31. 25. Check 25.
Throwing again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
54. I'm scared. 58, right over there. 58, right there. I got you. Keep the boys down, he's coming. Check. Lucky. Check 99. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, we're trying to look.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
65. 58 for Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cohen. And some space here. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. It's complete. Stills. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check it out.
On first down, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? 54. 26. Here we go, No.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch twist. Hey, 59. Check. Hey, watch it. Check your hot read. Check 59. Fresno. Sponge.
Now Watson to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
58, come on. 50. Check the out. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Watson now on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check 31.
They try again with Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Check Mike, 27. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift! SOS. Check.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Hey, for round 80. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, come on. 2 points down, he's coming. I know he ain't good. Go to the 5. Check 13. Bang, 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 bang. That's 31. Down the block.
Out of the gun, Watson, flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now Brown. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Gabriel, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And an alley to run. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On first down, it's Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, check back 27. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
On second and 11 now. Allen gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Allen operating from the gun. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Ringo. Motion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Kill. He's coming.
To try again after the sack. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
41 Miami! 41 Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Peek in, peek out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The tackle made by Whitney Merciless. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 3. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Kill.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Finding room to the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans, partner. I mean, this one was totally foiled. They played for the pass. The idea was if you want to run it, that's fine. We'll rally up and make the tackle. Except they didn't get it done.
Yeah, it was 3rd and long and a big run there. How about that? Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set.